Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. I'm Papa Boris, and in this video we're going to keep on with our Thea the Awakening. So we got some inventory management to do here now that my expedition has finished their first outing. First things first, we're going to transfer all the extra stuff from the expedition to the village, so the village can hopefully outfit themselves a little bit better. Can you wear a shield? Yes, you can just barely fit. Perfect. Then we're going to turn all the resources over from the expedition, so I don't want them using vegetables, I want them to eat mushrooms. I'm going to keep, you know what, I'm just going to give like all the mushrooms to the expedition so that they can stay out the longest amount of time. So we'll just do that. So we're out of mushrooms here in Astoya, but they'll come back. And for resources, let's turn all that in. Turn all that in. Lots of iron, which is kind of crappy, unfortunately. Yeah, not a whole lot of exciting stuff that I can do here. So, all right, we're just gonna, take a few more turns to get up on these mushrooms. One possibility would be to give the gathering tool to the expedition so they could gather some stuff, but I think right now I just really want mushrooms, so I'm gonna keep the gathering tool in the village so I can get 1 stack of wood and 1 stack of mushrooms every single turn, and that way, once I build up a big reserve of wood, then I'll feel less bad about letting go of that gathering tool. The only other thing to consider is, do I want one of these people to go with me on the expedition? Oh yeah, like, can I bring this hunter back? Let's see, if I put the hunter back here, what's the situation? Oh, the hunter is the person with the gathering tool. Okay, so, well, let's see. The gathering tool is +4. So, tragically, that won't work. Alright, we have to do Baska here. If I give her the gathering tool, she will be able to make mushrooms every time. And then wood will come in every other turn or so. Okay, that's fine. I think we'll do that. So I need to take the equipment, uncheck the equipped box. Oh wait, no, check the equipped box. And we're gonna take the gathering tool off the hunter, put it on my gatherer. So now we're making mushrooms every turn and wood. Okay, that's what we need. I could go for the wood instead of the mushrooms. If I do that, I'll be able to make my pasture sooner. It's tempting. But no, let's go for the food. Let's manage supplies. Make sure that the expedition's actually eating. Is the expedition going to do any gathering when it goes out? No. So, although, there's so much wood. Although there are some good places to gather. Fish and seaweed there would be nice. Grain and nuts there would be nice. And this wicker, I got lucky, is very close by. That would be nice. But, this is okay. So, I could go out here. There's one pointy thing there, one pointy thing there. There's more pointy stuff down here, so I'm going to go ahead and go in that direction. So, I have 6 turns worth of food. I'd like to have some more. I could start eating my jerky and my bigos. I won't be up to 5 yet, so it will just let me hang out for longer. Yeah, let's do that. I just want this expedition to go out for as long as it can before it comes back. So now let's go to manage supplies, enable the consumption of these foods. Did I do this wrong? Nope. Wow. Nope. Wrong. Wrong. There we go. So now we've got 19 turns of food. I don't really want to go out for 19 turns. I don't want to lose all those food supplies, but that's fine for now. Oh man, I should have. Okay, I'm glad that I stopped there. Oh, because I didn't have any more movement points. Right. Okay. Who is still starving? Oh, right. Okay, so let's turn on mushrooms for the village so they can actually start eating again. Very good. Okay. So I don't want to waste my time fighting those things. I'm just going to hope that they attack me, because that way I get the benefit of killing them without having to actually spend the time to do so. So hunting is just nice. Now that I have a hunter, and I'm going to auto-resolve this because it's really easy at 1 skull level, as long as you have a decent number of people in your party, which I do. So, ooh, there's a nice site there. Okay, perfect. I can't go any further. This is all wooded and hilly. Even with animals set to furious, they don't attack. Come on, attack. Ah, they don't attack. All right, well, let's go here. See what we got. All right, we see a skeleton charging our way. So the rats aren't a problem, but the skeleton is scary. It really is unfortunate that I didn't start in with any pikes. It's even more unfortunate the skeleton gets to go first. This skeleton has a lot of hit points, 32. There's actually no realistic way I'm going to get to kill this thing in one hit unless I manage to first action 2 people over. I mean, that is actually possible. It's possible. I'm probably just going to want to confuse the skeleton, though. The reason I'm confusing the skeleton now is if I waited till later, a rat would come in the way and I'd end up confusing the rat instead of the skeleton. So do I want to try the double first action plan? I mean, it could fail horribly if the opponent throws a rat in my way. See, this is 18 damage. So that would leave him with 14. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I actually could kill him. No, I couldn't, because this would only be 12. The poison would be doubled, but it'd still only be 12 damage. Yeah, I'm just going to have to, you know, take advantage of the fact that he's not attacking the first time and hopefully kill him in the second round of combat. So let's see. 16 plus... Or this is 18, I beg your pardon. 18. And then it would deal 20 the second time. So if this guy gets out in front, he'll just kill the skeleton by himself. Is that true for anyone else? No. So I don't want to do him now. I want to do him later. Let's put out her. She's the most shielded person in case things go south. And if the rats attack her, then, you know, she doesn't get damaged. I don't want to put him on first action right now because I don't want the opponent to counter my first action with one of his. I want the opponent to play as many of his tactics cards as possible so that when I go first action, my opponent can't counter it. The reason it's a counter, if he first actions after I do, is that I might attack to the left and hit his first actioned rat rather than attacking to the right and killing the skeleton. Okay, so I think here none of these matter anymore. And none of hers matter anymore. We'll just first action that guy, I guess. Neither of them has shields. I don't particularly want to put her out here. Yeah, I don't want to put her out here because if I put her out here and all the rats get killed, then she wasn't needed. And if the rats don't get killed, she's going to take damage. Okay, this actually worked out perfectly. Everyone's attacking to the right, which stopped the rats from dealing damage. Had they attacked to the left, they would have killed the skeleton, but then the rats would have gotten to hit. It doesn't matter. The rats wouldn't have gravely wounded anybody. So the craftsmen really, you know, carrying their weight here with those first action abilities. I mean, this is a pretty shitty sword, isn't it? Wow, that's so shitty. I'm not going to disenchant it because there's still some people who aren't armed, but that's really shitty. We got a lot of wheat, though. Can't really use it in crafting, but if I get another 8 wheat, then I can use it as a construction material. Okay, so we got some herbs there. Small hive and wolf lair. Are either of these accessible? They're not, but I'll take them both out next turn, I hope. Who is not doing anything? Oh, my crafters are done. Still can't do anything with crafting because this iron is just so bad. Cooked meals. Can I do anything here? Well, I can start using my mushrooms. Yes, so vegetables and mushrooms take the same spot. But let's put some mushroom bigos. This is different from the vegetable bigos. Or wait a minute. Shit, I don't even know what kind I have anymore. What is this? This is mushroom and meat. Okay, so I need vegetable and meat is what I actually need. So I'm just going to use up all of my vegetables with the meat and start making that. Just going to use up all the vegetables. Technically, I could try to get more permutations by saving some of the vegetables, but I just don't care. All right, and can I make a pasture yet? Not quite. I still need to get some more wood, which is coming in kind of slow, but it's nice that, you know, so you can see here how my god's ability of faster crafting is kind of handy here. So normally wood would be 60. I get 6 off, so it's only 54, which isn't that big of a deal normally, but it does mean that the 2 that I get from an untrained crafter coming in to help, like, almost gives me, like, well, I guess it really takes me from 30 to 32, which doesn't really matter that much, but whatever, you get what I'm saying. It's hopefully I'm going to get a wood for the next several turns with the spillover. Okay, so the expedition is done moving. All right, we got a fight here. This is a little scary because this is actually kind of a big group of small enemies, and they're not that big of a deal, but my villagers don't have any shields or anything, and my shielded people all, wow. My shielded people all are in this tactical area. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go for Dobrava. She's going to be the fucking hero. Hopefully the bees don't come out right now. Good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just shield the shit out of her. So I'm just gonna have her basically do all the fighting herself. I could also put Baska out here. Yeah, I'm going to pass it around. I'm going to see what my opponent does. I could put Baska out here at the front behind Dobrava, essentially, but I don't want to do this until these tactical cards have come out. Because as long as the opponent has tactical cards, there's a risk that the opponent will play the first action card, and then Baska will get screwed. Okay, now that the tactical cards came out, I'm going to play Baska. First action is just good enough at my level 4 character to throw her to the front. So now she's hidden behind Dobrava. There's nothing enemy can do about it. And Dobrava with their massive shield will plow through these enemies. Actually, I'm not even going to get hit. So that's actually pretty nice. Thanks to the blunt damage of that Warhammer. Okay, that went pretty well. It was a little scary, but things will get a little bit better once the villagers get some more equipment. Alright, let's attack this wolf lair again. The wolves are actually kind of hard, but if you can do the 1-star hunting challenge, it's just so much nicer. You just get the free win, free flask, free experience, free everything. That's why I really like having the hunter. If you pick the warrior specialty, you don't get a hunter. Both craftsman and gather specialties at the start do get a hunter. And it's nice because it just makes it so much easier to take out the nests early on. This is a pretty nice spot. You can get bird meat and herbs, which are nice for cooking. I may come back here, but I don't really care about that now. Alright, this is an event that happens every game. Some people come over, they bless one of your people, and they tell you that if you're ever cursed, you should come over here. There's no point going over there if you're not cursed. But curses do happen sometimes, especially if things go wrong, and it's nice to be able to undo them. Okay, so Nastoya, we get a bunch of crap, doesn't matter. No gathering. Here, no gathering, although the speech is kind of nice. Divination is a pretty rare skill, so hopefully that'll come in handy someday. Still haven't quite memorized exactly what all the skills are used for. Let's check in to my town. Can I make a pasture yet? Yes. I want to do this as soon as possible because pastures are needed for attracting people. I'm going to use iron as my catalyst because I'm actually low on wood. Normally I'd use wood, but I'm not going to use all this iron. So it adds a meat every turn, which isn't that big of a deal, but the +2 attract human is nice. So every turn there's a small chance that a human joins the village. And like I said, this is a real numbers game. You just need a big group of people to win in the end. So it's important to get this down as soon as possible. I'm actually getting 4 flask points for this. So the mushrooms are kind of nice. I think if you make this with vegetables, you don't get the flask for it, which is cool. But anyway, that's great. So yeah, let's confirm that and get to work. So I'm going to take my gathering craftsman and put her on this project. What are you doing? You're making bigos? Alright. Now this may look like I'm going to run out of wood. I like that about this game. It lets you queue up with enough things even if you don't have enough resources for it, because we're going to have enough wood by the time that other wood runs out. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to do there. Got 15 more turns of food. I'm not going to use up all those turns. I can go here. There's a couple of pointy things here. Why don't I swing? Oh, I'm just gonna do the full swing. I'm gonna go here, swing here, and then up and go back to the village. That should take out a decent number of the nests. And now I don't have to fight those damn blood bees anymore. We can just do a really simple hunting challenge. Saves time, avoids damage. It's just all good. Okay, I'm gonna step back down. This is visibility is bad, by the way, because it's nighttime. Every few turns is day, and then after that is night. It alternates. At night, I think the monsters are more aggressive as well. So let's clear out these hives, reduce how many monsters are out and about. Okay, that's that. Oh, we got a flask point. I don't even know what I did. Oh, it must have been from killing those bees. All right, what I'm going to do here is think. I want pikes, but I don't have anything to make pikes out of. For making pikes, I would want at least like gold, or at least steel. Ideally gold or steel, maybe silver, but just not iron. Iron is just so annoying. It's just not very good, and I'm not that desperate for pikes that I'll make them out of iron. So I could get a resource here. I'd also want to build some cabbage patches. These are kind of like pastures, but because they also attract humans, but instead of producing food, they also have a chance to give you babies. This is just like the maximum way of getting more population. Unfortunately, I don't really think I have enough wood to make a cabbage patch. So I could get a resource for the future, or I could get something other than pikes. Like I can make jewelry, for instance. So here I could make, I'm going to have a bunch of amber for killing all these hives. So I can put that to use and make some gems. Yeah, let's do that. I don't normally do this, but it seems like that's the most logical thing. I mean, the other option is I could do this. I don't have any meat or fish. I have some grain. I could use grain and grain to make some food. That's an interesting idea. Normally I don't get baked foods, but maybe since I have grain, that would be a nice thing to do. How much grain do I have? Grain, go away, come again some other day. Wait, where's my grain? Oh, wait, it's my expedition that has the grain, so I can't even start that right away. I guess it's my expedition that has, oh no, there's some amber here, I could start that. Tricky. Okay. So I could just spend a crafting point on something that won't be useful for a while. I don't think there's anything I can really get that's immediately useful, unfortunately. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to research pikes. Just going to do it, just to have it, because I'm going to want it eventually anyhow, and nothing else seemed to be immediately useful anyway. So, my expedition, let's head on over. I'm going to take it one step at a time. I don't want to pass by anything and have to lose time backtracking. Okay. I still can't even see what's like right in front of my face. Alright, there's a thing there. Let's get hunting. I love that. Get hunting! Can I attack this place? I can't. Can I go in here? I can actually go in there. I don't know why I thought that would help. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go out to this thing. Maybe I will. Who knows? Crazed bees. Okay, crazed bees I can auto-resolve. I'm not afraid of those. Because there wasn't a blood bee there. No big deal. Starvation? Who's starving? Okay, so that's leveling up. Great, nice, fine. But who is starving? Oh wow, there's a spider's nest right next to the village. Okay, mushrooms, they're not starving. Is my expedition starving? No, I don't understand. Okay, well that's weird. So, yeah. Let's see, I think I will go ahead and, take care of this pointy thing over here. Small hive. Get hunting! Got some rubies there and a couple of flasks. Very nice. Alright, we're ready to go back to town. Tragically. Oh, there's the wicker. Wow. I am tempted to just get a thing of wicker. Normally, I would just deal without it, but... Why does it keep telling me that I'm starving? I have mushrooms. Weird. Normally, I would just play on without it, but here, let's take a quick look. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head in there. I'm going to make camp. Making camp costs a movement point, so it's not free. 225 to get wicker. So how many turns am I going to have to sit here? 7 turns, unless these helper. Okay, that drops it down to 6. No, that's still too many turns. If I had a gathering tool, then maybe it would be worth it. Alright, as it is, I lost a movement point, exploring the possibility. Oh, hey, there's a thing here. That's cool. Well, we'll go there next turn. Oh, man, I'm so sick of this. Oh, food or fuel. Oh, I see. It's not food that we've run out of. It's fuel. Yes. Right, they ran out of wood. Okay. It's actually really bad that I ignored that for a couple of turns, because when you don't have fuel, your gathering is at half efficiency. So we lost some resources for that. Okay, we got a skeleton. I don't want to do this auto-resolve because the computer is dumb. In general, I don't recommend doing auto-resolve in battles that have a hard-hitting enemy because the computer sometimes manages the fight really, really stupidly for you. Alright, this guy was in the tactics hand, which is good. So, all that's left here are some rats, and there's only one other tactics card, so it's going to be pretty easy for me to set up a situation where I first action somebody to hit him once and hit him again, and because he's confused, he never gets his hit in. Let's put Lube Job out there. He's pretty good at handling the rats. He's got some got some shielding and he's got blunt damage. And then we're gonna put this Devuge, the Douge, to kill another rat. And then Kazakhstan is gonna go out in front. Normally I wouldn't throw out hemorrhoids out here like this, but I will here because everything is gonna be dead by the time it comes out to him anyway. So he's totally safe. Okay, the opponent is keeping their tactics card close, which I'm not a super big fan of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bide my time by doing counter offense. Could have done it with level 1. The thing about this is if you do it and the enemy doesn't have a card of that level or lower, then your card is wasted and nothing happens, so you lose a turn, which is really, really bad. But here I just want him to put that thing out there. Very good. And then now I do first action. So Kazakhstan will kill the skeleton over 2 turns. There's really no point to get closer here, so I'm just going to throw a shield in case something that I didn't even understand might happen. And we should be in good business. Alright. So all those rads die, everything dies. And it all looks easy, but again, a little bit of misplay. And if the skeleton hadn't been on the tactics side, I could have easily taken a big hit from that guy. Okay, what do we get? Nothing great, unfortunately. This shield is pretty crappy. Seaweed, I'll use that for food. These are all basic resources. It's still iron, damn it. So I'm not getting any better metal to make my pikes with. I'm going to clear out the spider's nest, of course, before heading into town. I think that's worth the extra food consumption. So let's kill these. Whoa. It's a lot of monsters. So I just hope they attack me at some point. I don't particularly want to spend my movement points killing them. Let's just get back to the village with my last 2 movement points. Alright, let's see, how long has this been? These are pretty long videos. You know what, this is 20 minutes. Let's call it here. So this will be a little bit of a short one after just having a little bit of a long one. So in the next video, we'll do the inventory management for this. And after that, we will continue on. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Please like and or subscribe.